Hey everyone, happy Friday to you. December 28th, we're almost done with, had to check, done with the year 2012. I just want to say hello really quick and just share with you some records I played yesterday. I haven't bought any records in a while now. So I don't have any new records to show you because I haven't been buying. Yesterday I got a very nice surprise package from Clear Bags. Completely unexpected. Really kind of frightened me. So I knock at the door after dark and it's like I'm not expecting anyone, and here's this delivery. Clear Bags. I'll write them a note and thank them again. I appreciate this because, again, it's validation for it's validation of the vinyl community is what it is. We'd like you to have this complimentary pack of our inner sleeves. And I'm glad they sent them to me because I wasn't interested in them, and I'm still not. They're nice. They're thick. But it's probably just a fetish, but I prefer the paper with the inner polyline sleeves. The ones with the nice, I'd like these if they had paper on them. That's a waste, but that's what I like. So thank you, Clear Bags, sending me a batch of these. I'll sure put them to use. If you happen to be watching Clear Bags, I do need to reorder some Blake sleeves. I'm pretty much out, and I'll be doing that shortly, but that was unexpected. Thank you, Clear Bags. You know, I guess I'm in business in ways I don't realize. Besides working on, I'm already working on next year, actually. When I get excited about things, I get activated. And so I'm preparing groups of material for potential what next, as well as combing through some ideas that I've started that went nowhere. The idea of working in an actual studio with someone that knows how to program rhythms. Noah at Magic Make Believe, we got talking, and he knows how to program drums, and I can only do it very rudimentarily, and really haven't bothered to teach myself more about it out of a lack of interest. But he has apparently has some expertise there. We'll find out. But I'm curious about working with a programmer and seeing how that can help me with some ideas that I haven't been able to realize because I don't know how to do it. In the background, I am listening to one of my favorite records. I'm going to go to my next favorite song off of this. I was listening to it last night. Last night, I hit a jag of music. I had a little quiet time, and I watched one video. Just in the phase now. I love you all, but it's not time to watch. It's time to do other things. So I listened to Feline by Stranglers. I love this album. And I have the UK version with the embossed, or as you can see, the letters are raised. It also came with it also has a 7-inch. I love this album. Subtle. It's not like the punk stuff they were doing back in the day. It's just like this song now, Never Say Goodbye. I love it. I played a few other records, so I just want to show those records. Part of it was getting the sleeves from Clear Bags. I started to think about do I have some records that need some sleeves, and I do. And that led to playing a few things. Some of the things I played was the Stranglers. I'm playing it again because I've got it on CD right now. Playing the CD. I love the Stranglers. I was in the tees, and so I need to pull this because I put it back already. I wanted to show that I played some Tangerine Dream last night, which I don't do often. You know, we talk about Tangerine Dream. Everyone has Tangerine Dream, but how often do we really listen to them? So I put this album on because I had never listened to it all the way through. Optical Race by Tangerine Dream. Really enjoyed this last night. Really enjoyed this. It's not like the old Tangerine Dream, but is it good? Hell yes, this is real good. Real neat die cut cover. This is what I want to do on one of my records. This is the idea, is to do something like this. That's what Tim and I wanted to do for the Sonospheres. I can't afford it yet, but this is really good. Tangerine Dream. What else did I play last night? I pulled this, Tritonus, because I was in the tees, Between the Universes. Music on this is great. Singing is crap. Singing just can really destroy things for me. Sometimes the human voice seems really corny to me, real corny. And I'm just being honest. I just wish people sometimes would just be quiet. Music on this is excellent. It reminds me of something else I played, but I put it away already. That's one thing about all these records. I put them away and then I never show them to you, and I do want to show more of these records. I'm glad I kept this. It's a 12-inch single from the 80s, Taboo, Into the Sun. I believe this artist is out of Belgium. Someone did correct me on Debi Menthol. They're from Switzerland. Thank you. I kept saying Belgium. I don't know. But I think this guy is out of Belgium because it's on the Subway label, out of Belgium. And the guy behind it is Frank van Bogart. And this is kind of, I guess at the time you would call this, at that time it would be a 12-inch single. I suppose it's sort of dance, but there's a real Oriental feel to this that makes it pretty cool, just like the cover. So this is one I'm glad I kept. Just pulled it last night and played it. Played all of side one of this. I love the Pale Saints in Ribbons on 4AD. Love that label. This one has a nice inner sleeve. Let me go back here. Yeah, I like this one. Paradise. Inner sleeve for Pale Saints. Really beautiful, subtle band. I like the guy's voice. It's really high. Comes with the extra 7-inch, does it? I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah. Good band. Pale Saints. Just love it. I will say this, if you happen to watch Dave in England, you had recently done a series on Mediterranean prog, and you asked my opinion. I have to just work naturally. Sometimes things like that will spark my interest and I'll go with it. But this time, Mediterranean is a term that, it's not that it's new, but I've never thought of it in terms of prog, and it hasn't really made an impression on me as far as a group of records that I think of as Mediterranean. So I can't respond, really. I'm sure I have records that would fit, but it's not coming to mind, so I just have to go with what I'm going with. Last night I played, thank you Stephen73 for sending me this kayak album, CC the Sun. I had been needing this for my collection for ages and couldn't. I really like this. It's pop prog. It's pop, but it's really, really nice. A nice blending of classical themes and interesting melodies. I like interesting melodies. I really don't like when a record starts and I already know that, oh, this is a ballad, oh, this is a blues, oh, this is a country, oh, this is an Everly Brothers. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but when I can identify it right away, I lose interest, you know. Come on, show me something different. That's kind of where I'm at. I pulled this, Alan Parsons Project Pyramid, mainly to recover the record with a new bag, because I like this cover. What I like about this record the most is the color of the record. Now honestly, when I made Dereck 2 and I had it made in orange, this was the hue that I was hoping for. The orange that I got from Pirates Press is more of a cream color, which I'm happy with, but this was the kind of deep orange I really wanted. Now I think this album is good, but not great. And I played it and it came off because it was like, it was starting to bore me. But I keep this. But to me this is second rate. When you talk about prog, Alan Parsons is second or third rate. It's not first rate. I do say these things just kind of marking my territory as a human. Because I know some folks think this stuff is really good, and I just think it's kind of mediocre. I suppose if I could write like this, I'd be saying something different. Maybe I can, and maybe that's why I don't, because sometimes I'll have ideas like this and I just let them go. Not that my ideas are any better. I'm just being honest about my opinion about Alan Parsons' music. This is not first-rate prog to me. It's second or third rate. Here's an album that, to me, is somehow not heard. Again, I'm being very opinionated here, but that's part of what's fun about this. Wire, A Bell is a Cup. Again, I pull this out again. Something about this band. There's something special about this band in general, but there's something about this album that I think is completely going over. I don't think it's being understood. This album is fantastic. I put it on, I have to turn it up loud. And it just rocks. Something else I played last night that was killer. Koharu Kisaragi. Koharu Kisaragi. Neoplant. Produced by Ryuichi Sakamoto. This is made in 1986. It's a 12-inch single, just 3 songs. It's got that 80s big drum beat sound, which for some people would probably put you off. The sound of the 80s drums, but the arrangement and the song on this is killer. Not J-pop, this is electro-pop ahead of its time. This is fantastic. Here's something I have that I pulled, forgot, I bought it, got it like for maybe a dime. And it was good enough that I kept it, but I've never really gotten familiar with it. I played it last night. Good Shepherds 1. UK band. Kind of dancey, synthesizer-y. There are aspects of quality to this that I like, and there's also, I can see why I didn't make it, because it's like all the elements aren't doing this. It's like some of it's really coming together, and other parts it's like, okay, when's the rest of the ideas going to catch up? Glad I kept it though. Good Shepherds 1. The last thing I'll show, I haven't played yet. Well, actually, let me see. I got a few more things. One more thing to show. 2 more things to show that ended up getting pulled that I'm going to play. I haven't played in a while. Spread Eagle, the piece of paper. This one I bought as part of my famous Charisma collection. I do collect the label. When I find Charisma albums that I don't have that I can afford reasonably, I buy them for the label. My first impression of this, the few times I've played it, has not been good. So it comes out again. And I guess the main thing I want to figure out is, why did Tony Stratton Smith sign this band? Why did he put this record out? Because the 2 times I played it, it's like, this is terrible. So I gotta listen again. Why did he sign that band? And something else that I have that I want to play, because I forget what it's like, but I just love Benny Maupin. Moonbeams, or is it Moonscapes? Yeah, Moonscapes by Benny Maupin, who played forever with Herbie Hancock and was on Bitches Brew by Miles Davis. So this is up for play sometime in the next day or 2. Golden Brown. What can you say? This is killer. me, it's always the music first, not the words. It's the musical picture. When the music is coming out right, you got me. For me, it's music first.